This is a fairly straightforward application of the law of cosines. As you will see, it's as straightforward as they get. So just to be clear, say this is north, west, south, east. Okay. So here is our home, and the grocery store is 9 miles to the west. And the library is 16 miles to the southeast. Southeast means it's exactly diagonally. And now the question is, how far are these two from each other? Now, the picture is not that good. This should be a little bit more like this, because this is diagonal right in the middle. And that means that it splits this quadrant in half. So this is 45 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. So this angle here is 135 degrees. And therefore, we're set up for the law of cosines, right? If we know a side, another side, and the angle in between them, then we can compute the missing side, which because our angle is obtuse, should be bigger than 9 or 16. This should be the longest side because it is obviously opposite the greatest angle. So the law of cosines says that c squared is a squared plus b squared minus 2 times a times b times cosine gamma, where gamma is the angle between a and b. And so we're ready. A equals 9, b equals 16, and gamma equals 135. And let's just notice that this is kind of a famous angle, so we could actually get the exact value. Cosine of 135 is the opposite of cosine of 45. So it's negative square root of 2 over 2. And so C is basically the distance is not going to be the negative number that squares to C. So it's just going to be the positive one. We're going to run with it. So we have 9 squared plus 16 squared minus 2 times 9 times 16 times negative square root of 2 over 2. So that's 81 plus, I think it's 256. 16 squared, 6. Okay. And then minus times minus is going to be plus. And then we're going to get, and there's also a little bit of cancellation between the 2 in the numerator and the denominator. And I think this is 144 times square root of 2. We can punch in the whole thing as it is. And again, we're expecting a number bigger than 16, greater than 16. So we say square root, and that square root opens a parenthesis. We're going to have to close that one. 81 plus 256 plus 144 times square root of 2. Close the inner parenthesis, and then there is one more, the very first one we opened. And there we go, 23 and change. Looks reasonable. So we have 23.25181182 miles, because we computed. Well, if you look at the units, this is miles squared, miles squared, miles squared. We add them all up, squared mile, and then we take the square root, that's miles. So we're going to get the answer in miles. And then we look at how we have to enter. It says to the nearest hundredth of mile. So that's 23.251 is 25, rounded down to 25. And we got it right. Excellent. Thank you for watching.